Good afternoon, KELOLAND. The strong wind, the story of the day. We have this cold front moving into eastern and southeastern KELOLAND this afternoon. Behind it, we have these west to northwest winds helping to bring in cool air. And we have sustained winds near 30 miles per hour. Of course, we do have those higher gusts. As temperatures at the moment range from 54 in Custer, 58 in Buffalo, to 80 degrees in Yankton and 81 in Spencer. We'll go with steady or falling temperatures as that front moves through. It's moving through dry. I'll have more details on your forecast coming up as we begin midday in KELOLAND.
Live from KELOLAND Media Group, midday in KELOLAND.
The Brandon community is preparing for their own local version of a popular TV competition. And Minnesota apple farmers are enjoying the perks of a great growing season. Good afternoon and thanks for having us. South Dakota Department of Public Safety recently posted a red flag warning has been issued across South Dakota until 8 p.m. tonight. Strong winds, high temperatures, and low humidity will produce critical fire conditions today. Authorities ask that the public do not use anything with an open flame or that throws sparks. Areas not in red flag warning will still see elevated fire danger risks. In weather, it's feeling a lot more like fall today, I would say.
Yeah, especially across western South Dakota, Dan. You know, we had that front move through during the overnight hours into this morning, helping to bring in much cooler air. It's now entering southeastern South Dakota, so we'll change that wind direction as it moves through to the west, maybe the northwest, and we'll have some gusty winds along with it. You know, we've had strong southerly winds ahead of the front as well throughout much of the morning. In Aberdeen, we have a north wind gusting to 43 miles per hour. Temperature still holding at 71 as we are watching this cooler air to take hold for tomorrow. But then we'll quickly rebound on Wednesday. In Watertown, we have a northwest wind at 33 miles per hour. I know the sensor's thinking it's raining. Obviously, it's not. We have mostly sunny skies. The only thing I could think of is maybe the sensor is getting contaminated by some dirt or dust that's being picked up by our strong winds. Temperatures at 72 in Watertown. That temperature expected to remain steady or slowly fall. As we do take a look at our sustained winds, they're around 30 miles per hour in the central and western South Dakota. But as we take a look at the wind gusts, they're into that mid 40 mile per hour range. Western, central, northern South Dakota, Buffalo coming in with a wind gust of 51. Now, the highest wind gusts that we've had over the past 24 hours, we're in that 30, 40 mile per hour range just to the west of Sioux Falls, where the front has just passed. 48 mile per hour wind gust for a maximum so far in Aberdeen, 45 in Huron, 47 in Pierre, but 63 miles per hour, that sticks out in Rapid City, and 57's been the highest speed in Buffalo. So there, once again, is the red flag warning for today. It covers much of the area. This is Rapid City. You notice as we do go through the afternoon and into the early evening, those wind gusts will slowly start to die down. We'll have relatively light wind speeds for the overnight. This is central South Dakota. We'll go with a steady wind speed during the afternoon and into the evening, probably dying down as we go into the overnight. And into northeastern South Dakota, it may take until later this evening to see a decrease in that wind speed. We'll eventually see that front move through Sioux Falls. As it does, winds do change direction to the northwest, and then we'll have steady or slowly falling temperatures as we do go through the rest of the afternoon and into this evening. Speaking of temperatures, they're in the 50s and 60s in western South Dakota, and we're at 80 right now in Sioux Falls. So again, our forecast today as a front moves through, steady or falling temperatures. Hey, let's go ahead and show you the forecast for tonight as we'll fall to the 30s across western South Dakota, near 40 in Pierre, and 30s and 40s in eastern and southeastern KELOLAND. I'll have more details on your forecast coming up.
Thank you, Scott. The South Dakota Highway Patrol has announced sobriety checkpoints will be conducted in 14 different counties during the month of October. These checkpoints will take place in several counties, including Beadle, Custer, Lawrence, Meade, Minnehaha, Pennington, and Walworth. You can find the full list on KELOLAND.com. Apples abound. Minnesota farmers say it's been a great growing season and the apples are ready to be picked. Kirsten Mitchell explains how the apples may look a little different this year.
We've been here since 1972.
At Whistling Well Farm in Hastings.
We've missed the hail for the most part. That's always a very bad thing for a lot of growers.
Owner Charlie Johnson has weathered many difficult growing seasons. But this year isn't one of them.
It feels a lot better and it's a a lot better on the checkbook.
After several drought years, his 42 acres of apple trees finally got enough rain.
Almost too much, and again, then the apples got a little bigger than what we would like them to be, but they're still good.
While grocery stores may prefer medium-sized apples, families picking from trees
Look at the size of my palm.
are impressed.
They're really big. I'm probably not going to be able to eat them all.
They are enormous. We're excited to be out here today and enjoy the sweetness. I think a couple kids have gotten into a few already.
Me and his are about the same size. Mine is taller, his is wider, his is King Kong, I'm Godzilla.
Another perk to the growing season, there's fewer cracks in the apples. That happens when they grow too fast under too much rain and heat. But thanks to our mild start to the summer, they grew at a healthy pace.
We'd like it to cool down, obviously, yeah, and for the ripening to slow down a little bit.
The unseasonably warm September hasn't kept people away. In fact, they've already harvested about 50% of the apples.
People are still willing to pick. We had a lot of pickers today. We get a lot of pickers during the week. They still like to get out.
So get out there before the end of October.
Were they good, guys?
Yes.
Yeah.
School has been in session for around a month, and college freshmen finally feel like they're getting into the swing of things. For many of the students, this is the first time they are spreading their wings. Freshman Gabby Melchert says that college is very different from high school.
I feel like I've grown a lot in the month that I've been here by having the power of all my decisions and really just having to advocate everything for myself. Not having my parents right next to me to do everything has really been different, but I feel like I've definitely grown as a person.
And tonight on KELOLAND, we're going to talk with Augustana freshman and a professor about how the first month of school has gone and advice they have for other freshmen. The city of Brandon, eastern South Dakota, is preparing to play its own version of the Amazing Race. The event will feature up to 30 teams and nearly 24 challenges, including rolling and stacking tires at Northwest Tire, eating pizza at Pizza Ranch, and climbing the McCarty Park Tower.
One person from your team, so it's teams of 4, one person has to run up and down the tower 20 times. But we're going to give every team a red card. So a red card means a 20-minute timeout. So if you get to a challenge that you just may not want to do, you can turn in that 20-minute timeout and your team sits for 20 minutes.
The Amazing Race is Saturday, November 9th, beginning at 9 a.m. at Kingbird Coffee Shop in Brandon. The cost is $100 per team, and you must pre-register. We'll tell you how the event benefits the community later today on First at 4.